Shares in uranium miner Energy Resources of Australia have slumped more than 10% after the company flagged a first-half loss. Extreme weather and the strong Australian dollar have hit the company hard. ERA's shares have now fallen 30% since the radiation leaks at the Fukushima nuclear plant in Japan. James Glenday reports.
It's going to be a tough year for Energy Resources Australia. The nuclear crisis in Japan and a dramatic drop in the world price of uranium haven't been good for business. Now production at the company's Ranger uranium mine has been suspended until the end of July because its wastewater dams, which contain elements of uranium, are very close to capacity. The closure could cost the company up to $50 million.
We are currently undergoing a full business review, looking at ways in which we can better manage costs, work more efficiently.
Traditional owners are worried jobs will go at the mine and they're furious production has stopped. They rely on royalties for health and education services.
Had they listened to what the Mirror people have been saying for over a decade about production and its relationship to environmental protection, they wouldn't have found themselves in this position in the first place.
God, we've lost $50 million already this year.
Protesters confronted shareholders as they arrived for ERA's annual general meeting in Darwin. Environmentalists are angry because ERA is pursuing two new controversial projects in an attempt to revive its fortunes. The first is an underground mine, which will be built just north of the main Ranger mine. The second is an acid heap leaching facility, where acid is poured on already mined ore to leach out uranium that's been missed.
ERA has failed to deliver, it's failed to protect Kakadu, and it's failed to adequately isolate its contaminants from Kakadu, and it should be cleaning up and contracting, absolutely not expanding.
If it's engineered properly and if they address environmental issues, I can't see any problem. But one thing I'm saying is we're not cutting corners.
ERA sells uranium to Japanese companies, including TEPCO, the company responsible for the stricken Fukushima power plants. It says the nuclear disaster has turned public opinion against its expansion plans, but only in the short term.
Nuclear is a key component of many countries' electricity baseload, and I see that certainly continuing.
ERA still has a lease for one of the world's richest uranium deposits at Jabiluka. It could be worth up to $8 billion, but its development has been fiercely opposed by environmental groups and traditional owners since the 90s. The Ranger open-cut pit is due to close by the end of next year. If the company can't get its expansion plans approved, it could be the end of uranium mining within Kakadu National Park.